I lost it all in a moment's breath. Family, fortune, even my health. I sat in silence, covered in dust, trying to hold on to a God I trust. Friends said I must have gone astray, but I knew your love never walks away. And I asked you, where are you now? My soul broke down, I cried out loud.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Baby Justin, and the song I'm about to sing is called God's Greater Purpose. But before I sing it, I want to share the story that led me to write it. A wise old friend once told me about a man he met, a former soldier from Japan. After the war, that soldier returned home, tired and hopeful, only to find nothing waiting for him. His city, Hiroshima, had been destroyed. His wife, his little girl, his home, all gone in a single flash. He said the silence was louder than any battlefield. He stood where his house used to be, among ash and rubble, and whispered, "God, why did you let me live?" For months, he wandered with no answer, until one day he found a torn, half-burnt Bible buried in the corner of a destroyed chapel. Its pages were fragile, but still readable. That's when he discovered the story of Job, a man who lost everything yet refused to give up on God. He read Job's cry in chapter 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. And in chapter 1, verse 21, the Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That man didn't feel strong. He didn't feel brave. But those words became his lifeline. He said, maybe God never gave me answers, but he gave me strength to get up again. So he did. He didn't rebuild a house, but he rebuilt a life. He adopted orphaned children. He shared his story with anyone willing to listen, and he began to believe that sometimes God lets us walk through the fire, not to burn us, but to refine us. He told my friend, I may have lost everything I once had, but in that loss, I found something eternal, a purpose deeper than I ever knew. His story reminded me of something powerful, that our pain isn't always punishment. Sometimes it's preparation, and that even when life breaks us, God can still use every broken piece to build something beautiful. So if you're going through something tonight, if you feel forgotten or left behind, remember this, your story isn't over, and God's greater purpose may be waiting just beyond your pain. This song is for you. It's called God's Greater Purpose.
I lost it all in a moment's breath. Family, fortune, even my health. I sat in silence, covered in dust, trying to hold on to a God I trust. Friends said I must have gone astray, but I knew your love never walks away. And I asked you, where are you now? My soul broke down, I cried out loud, but in the silence, I still found faith. You were working in the waiting place.
Yo, I was wrecked in the rubble, left in the pit. Prayers on my lips, but my faith got hit. I ain't asked for the script, didn't sign for the pain, but I held on to hope through the thunder and rain. They told me curse God, get out, just quit, but the fire in my chest wouldn't let me submit. See, I lost my wealth, my name, my pride, but I never lost God. Nah, he stayed by my side, even in silence. He heard my breath, even in stillness. He was guarding my steps. I was broke, I was bruised, yet I stayed on my knees. Cause real faith don't quit when it's begging to leave.
You still had a greater purpose, even when the pain was deep. You were writing something perfect in the chapters I couldn't see. Though I didn't understand it, still I bowed my head and prayed. Now I see you never left me. You were making me that day. I cursed the night, but not your name. Held my tears like falling rain. I sat among the broken walking stones, but never truly felt alone. I said you give, you take away, but I will worship anyway.
Look, I heard that when he finally spoke, the sky cracked open and the silence broke. Where were you when I laid the earth? That's when I knew what my pain was worth. He ain't owe me nothing, still gave me grace. Took my shame, then he gave it a face. Double portion for the weight I carried. Strength in my soul for the burdens I buried. Now I see it. Every scar had light. He was shaping my soul through every night. From sackcloth to favor, from ashes to flame. Now I praise with a fire that remembers his name.
You still had a greater purpose, even when my world fell down. Every scar became a sermon of a savior wearing crowns. Now I see your hand in all things, even sorrow had its place. You restored what I surrendered with double joy and grace.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. As I stood here singing, I kept thinking about that soldier. How he walked through fire, through silence, through heartbreak, and still found something worth living for. Not because the pain made sense, but because God made purpose out of it. Maybe you felt like that before, like life burned everything down and left you standing in the ashes. Maybe you've questioned, doubted, even felt like giving up. I just want you to know your story isn't over. God hasn't forgotten you, and even in your darkest moments, He's still present, still faithful, still working. Job didn't know what was coming. That soldier didn't either, but they held on, and if they could, you can too. If this spoke to your heart, if you felt something stir inside you tonight, I want to invite you to walk with us. Subscribe to this channel, not for numbers, but because this is more than music. It's ministry, it's healing, it's light for people walking through dark places. And this is just the beginning. In the coming weeks, you'll be hearing from some of my friends, Baby Rihanna, Baby Ed Sheeran, and Baby Adele, each one bringing a piece of their own story, reimagined through gospel, stories of hope, of grace, of redemption. So stay connected, keep listening, and let God meet you right where you are, whether it's in the joy or the ashes. Because no matter what you've been through, He's still writing, and I promise you the next chapter is full of glory. God's greater purpose is at work in you.